Let's talk about the Browns. And I don't know.
Yes.
We're hearing Deshaun has the inside track
It's the track, yeah.
instead of Shador. Your thoughts, my friend?
See, this is what I'm saying. Right now, it's early. It's early. The good thing is we do have Shador. He's still on the team. Todd Monken has spoken highly about Shador. Todd Monken has speaking. He's going to be out there this year for another $46 million. They're going to try to get the most that they can of their investment if he's able to play. So I'm not mad at that at all. Shador, at the same time, go out there, continue to ball, continue to do better. That as far as executing backs on your team, because somebody could always get hurt. Things always happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
So
that you're saying it's early. Like it's early and all of
it's
that.
super early.
What would
We
Shador
haven't had
Sanders
training
though?
camp.
Yeah, but what is Shador Sanders like? Is it possible? Like, Deshaun has a lot of. I had a question about like who has the advantage? Like, of course, Deshaun has the advantage in a million ways that are super obvious to any
Yes.
football fan. I don't think that Shador has an advantage. What would he have to do to make up ground and take him over in these? I mean, you're saying it's early, but it's short too.
Yeah, it's early, but so I think that they haven't had any training camp practices.
Yeah.
They haven't gone against anybody. They haven't done any padded practices. This is all still underwear Olympics. So when we're like thinking these dudes are in competition for the QB position, Shador started last year. I think that's his only one leg up. You ended the season as a starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and you weren't doing bad. I saw you throwing the ball. You did a couple of games where you threw over 300 yards. I saw the ball going down the field. You showed me that you could be a starting quarterback. Deshaun Watson, his last times out there playing was not too good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like his last times in 2024, we were 0 for 36 on third down. Like the eye in the sky for me doesn't lie. So I'm looking at it like I think Shador on that end, in my sense, has the upper hand. But just it's still early. We got to get them reps. We got to see them playing still. I think Todd Monk is going to call it around training camp. But I like if they would have had Shador continue to start. But I understand why Deshaun would start since the investment.
Yeah, and Todd. I mean, I like that competition always makes everything better. You're getting the best out of everybody.
Yes.
Do you think you're close to that team? Who do you think the players in the locker room want to see as their quarterback one?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't. Honestly, I think that team wants the best player. If Deshaun Watson is out there and performing and doing what he has to do and making plays, then they want the best player to play. I think the Browns team, they just want to have a successful offense. If you're scoring points, then you'll stay to be in the game. If you're not turning over the ball, you'll continue to be the quarterback of this team. Like, I think the Browns they're doing a great job of helping getting the offensive line. That's the one thing that we need. I think Andrew Berry is doing a great job of whoever is the quarterback, I think he's going to give them the best opportunity, giving them the best foot forward to be able to show them, all right, we're giving you some tools. Now let's see who can cook. We got you 2 wide receivers. They went and got KC Concepcion, went and got Boston. And I think Jerry Jeudy, knowing he came off a year where he was dropping some passes, he knows he's going to be, I like Jerry Jeudy. I think he's going to perform a whole lot better this year. Harold Fannin Jr., you know what I'm saying, Judkins. We have good guys on the team. So it's not like the quarterback has to go out there and go and be unbeatable. You're going to have talent, hit the open man, offensive line block. Let's have a good running game.
I just think it's like from a human perspective.
What?
The Browns made their message loud and clear in the 2026 NFL Draft. This offense needed help, and it needed help now. Cleveland used 8 of its 10 picks on offense, and that told everybody exactly where the front office believed the biggest problems were. But here is the thing Browns fans should not ignore. Just because the offense got the spotlight does not mean the defense is finished. And one of the most interesting, quiet possibilities out there right now is former Ravens and Titans cornerback Jalyn Armour-Davis. Not as a headline star, not as some blockbuster signing, but as the kind of smart depth addition that can quietly make this roster better. If you look at the Browns' current roster, the top of the cornerback room is easy to recognize. Denzel Ward is still there. Tyson Campbell is there. Miles Harden and a few other names are on the roster. But Cleveland's official roster also makes it clear that the depth behind the top names is not exactly overwhelming, especially on the outside. That is why so many people around the Browns keep circling back to the same concern. This defense looks good at the top, but it could still use another reliable body at cornerback before the season begins. That is where Jalyn Armour-Davis becomes a real conversation. He entered the league as a fourth-round pick by Baltimore in 2022, then was waived during final cuts in 2025 and claimed by Tennessee. The Titans' official site confirms that move, and NFL.com's cut tracker backs it up. He was not just a camp name either. He carved out real playing time and started games before suffering a season-ending Achilles injury in late December. ESPN's recap of the Titans-Saints game confirmed that the Achilles injury happened on Tennessee's third defensive play of the day. So yes, there is risk here, and that has to be part of the conversation. But this is exactly why the fit is interesting for Cleveland. The Browns do not need Armour-Davis to come in and be CB1 or CB2. They would need him to compete, to add depth, to push the back end of the room, and possibly to give Mike Rutenberg another moldable defensive back to work with. Rutenberg was officially hired as Cleveland's defensive coordinator in February, and the Browns' own coverage has highlighted his work with defensive backs and his role in shaping the 2026 scheme. If he believes there is still something to unlock in Armour-Davis, this becomes the kind of move that makes a lot of sense behind the scenes, even if it does not trend nationally. And that is the key point here. This would be a low-cost upside bet, not a desperation move, not a panic move, a calculated move. Armour-Davis is still young, he has NFL size, he has starting experience, and because of the injury and the uneven start to his career, he may be available at the kind of number that makes total sense for a team like Cleveland. NFL.com lists him as a free agent, and his career line so far has been modest but real. Tackles, pass breakups, and enough experience to show he is not just a developmental flyer. So if you are asking me whether the Browns should look into this, the answer is yes, absolutely yes, because strong teams don't wait until a weakness becomes a crisis. They add competition before they have to. They protect their depth before injuries force their hand. And if Cleveland really believes this defense can help carry the team while the offense finds its footing, then adding one more corner with upside is just smart business. That is why Jalyn Armour-Davis is worth watching. This is not about hype, it's about fit, value, and timing. The Browns already did the loud work in the draft. Now they may need to do some quiet work on defense. So tell me in the comments, would Jalyn Armour-Davis be a smart under-the-radar pickup for the Browns, or do you think Cleveland needs a more proven veteran at corner? Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and keep it right here, because this roster may still have one or two more important moves left before camp.